Hey guys, it is wonderful to have all of you guys back here again, and in today's video I have something really awesome I want to share with you guys. So if you are having a challenge providing pollen and sugar syrup to your bees, then I have a solution for you today. I have come up with a design that I am able to feed my bees sugar water and bee pollen at the same time internally inside of the hive. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the pollen patty thing was not working for me. My patties were tearing, it was getting all over my vehicle, I had the bees all over the place, it was really irritating me. So I then came to my workshop, so this is where I do most of my woodworking and that, and I came up with a really brilliant idea. Now, I cannot take full credit for this idea because Yaku did help me a lot on this idea, and we are going to show you how we came up with a feeding system that you can build out of anything in your garage or whatever it's lying around. You can use this material to build a feeding system for your bees that fits in a super. So you don't have to do any modifications to your hive. You can simply just place the super box on top with the bottom that we've created, and you can put the feeders on there and the bees can climb through and they can feed on the inside of their box. So that reduces them fighting. It allows you to keep and manage your hive from inside, which is absolutely great. So if you are a beekeeper, you would know that this is a huge challenge. Now I'm going to show you guys what we have designed, and then I'm going to show you how we make it and put it together. I will also be throwing in the dimensions for you guys, then you can also enjoy the same design. I don't know, maybe this is something that you want to use. So the first thing that you are going to need is you're going to need some sort of like board. It's these plastic boards. Now in South Africa we had our elections, and a lot of these boards were left all over on all the lampposts, and I took a drive with the kids and we went and took down a lot of these posters. I know that a lot of real estate people use it, so you're going to find these boards all over the place. So if you find some that are damaged and lying on the floor, or they're not being utilized anymore, please pick them up, because now you can build a feeder out of them. But you're going to take it, and I'm going to give you the dimensions now on how big it needs to be. But if you're unsure on how big it needs to be, not a problem, just take one of your bee boxes and measure it. But we are going to give you the dimensions in a PDF in the bottom, so don't worry, we love you guys. We will share everything that we do with you guys. And then you're going to cut in a hole. How big is the hole? I think it's the whole saw. It's the 70 size, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be 70.
I'll show you guys the whole saw just now, but the whole saw size here, you can just use any type of hole saw, but this one is perfect for the bottles that I use. So I buy my bottles at Westpac and I drill the holes in myself. So most of the stuff I build myself, especially when it comes to feeders. But you simply put 4 holes. 1, 2.
According to the lid size.
According to the lid size. So 3, 4. Now what we're going to do is we've cut this one out. We have tested it. You can see that the bees have been busy with him. We have modified it now to actually fit and suit our bee yard. So what Yaku's going to do, he's going to help me out now, and we're going to quickly set up one of these boxes. But don't worry, I'm going to be taking you guys through the whole journey and showing you how we're doing it. But this is a really, really cool system, and I'm so excited to be sharing it with you guys because it's working so well in my apiary. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of tip at the end of it, how you can use this exact same feeding system as a divider board. So if you are splitting your bees or you are doing queen rearing, you don't have to have all these funny things you got to do. You can simply use this exact same board and just turn it into a divider board, which is freaking cool. Let's get making our boards. pro tip, just make sure it's plugged in.
No, definitely.
Pro tip. Okay guys, we have now cut our our lengths and our breadths, or width, length and width. So Jaco does it really nicely. He does a nice fit here on the boards itself. So we're going to show you guys now how we connect this to the board to create an amazing feeder. And that is why you need to charge your electric drill. Guys, I do the bees and he does the putting the things together. Not that I cannot put things together, but he's just better at it. So the first thing you learn in entrepreneurship is stick to what you are good at, and I am good at helping him. Is it dead again? No. Oh, you know what? It's loose.
No.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
So maybe it wasn't the fact that the battery was dead. It was the fact that the battery was not connected properly. Oh, sorry, did I hit you? Typical man, he wants to force everything in. Doesn't take it slow in the beginning, just force it in there.
Yep. Get it done.
Yeah, that's what every man says. Can I get it done? Alright, now Jaco has done all the hard work and he has created a nice divider board for us. So this is a really nice feeding as well as a divider board. So what we do with these boards is, if we are using them as a divider board, you can actually just take a bit of that mesh wire. Do we have any mesh wire?
Yes, they can quickly get using.
No, is there some here that I can just quickly show the guys if it's not? Okay, so what you can do is, instead of just making some feeding boards, which I put my bottles goes through here, you can actually leave it solid, then it's a divider board. Or what you can do, which is even better, is you can put a bit of mesh wire over here. Just make sure that the mesh wire doesn't allow the bees to come through. So it needs to have really small little holes. But you can also put some mesh wire over it, and that you can use to have a divider board for your bees. And the best part about it is the distance between the two is enough for the pheromones not to travel through. So you put a mesh wire on this side and a mesh wire on the other side, and you close it up. What I've been doing now is I'm actually moving over to Velcro. So my mesh wires here, I'm actually going to be putting mesh. I'm going to be putting the Velcro around it. So my mesh wire I can temporarily put on and take off. So it's an easy way and a quick way to create a divider board. You don't need to spend a lot of money. You don't need to spend like a lot of time. This is easy. This is recycled material. It's pallets that we pick up for what, 30 bucks?
Yes.
Like 30 rand, we get a pallet and we get to make at least one of them, isn't it?
Yes.
So
guys.
But we make what? We make a box out of the pallet?
Box and...
So we make a box and we make a divider board.
With the offcuts.
Yeah, and you can also use it as a lid as well. So if you really want to, you know, if you don't want to be spending so much time or so much of your resources on the actual lids and stuff, you can also use this as a lid. So you can just put pretty much like a solid top on top of it that you can use. So you can use it as a lid, and when you want to feed your bees, you can just switch it around and it can also feed. So this is my design. Well, not technically only mine, but it's also Jaco's. We put it together and this thing really works really well. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it onto a bee box and show you guys how you use it. So now it's time for my beekeeping suit. Here is the bottles that I use for my feeding system, right? So these are the bottles. They are 750 milliliter bottles. I buy them from my local plastic shop place. They come in packs of 6 like this, and I use them for my feeding system. So I'm going to show you now how we get these bottles set up to go into the feeder that we just made. All right, now it's time to make the holes for the bees to feed from. Okay guys, I am in my bee suit and now I'm going to show you how to use the bee feeder, or the box. So I've got the box here. So what you're going to need is you're going to need the frame that you just made. You are going to need a super, right? A super frame or box without frame. So you don't need the frames inside, you just need the box. And then you're going to need 3 of these or 4, depending on how many holes you have. I normally have 4 holes, but you can have 3 holes, 2 holes, 1 hole if you really want. But you're going to need at least some of these. So this is just sugar syrup. It's a 4-to-1 ratio, 4 liters of water to 1 kilogram of sugar. So it's a 4-to-1 ratio that I feed the bees. It's brown because I use brown sugar, but that's pretty much what you're going to need. Now let's close up my suit and let's go put it inside of the hive. made it so that it fits onto numerous different types of box sizes, and then you've got your super and you've got your lid on top. Now you've got an entire feeding system ready for your bees. They can simply climb up, they can come and get the food and the nutrition they want, and they can come right back down. That's it. And that is how easy it is for you to build a feeder right at your home. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need a lot of woodworking skills. This is such an easy divider board and feeder that you can build for your bees. And sorry guys, the smoke is always hectic when you're a beekeeper, but this is just a great way for you to recycle some old material and create some divider boards as well as feeders for your bees, and you don't have to break the bank. And I have been using them now for about 3 to 4 months, and they work wonderfully. You can also paint them if you want, or you can dip them in Waxel, which will let them last even longer. But this is a great board that you can use in your box. I have even used them as divider boards when I'm doing my queen rearing. They are absolutely great, and with the holes that you have inside of them, they are absolutely amazing in transferring the heat from the bottom hive to the top hive without transferring the pheromones, which is great. You can also make a substitute to it. Instead of putting 4 solid planks, you can leave a space in the one plank, and now you've got an entrance. So now you've got a divider board that's got an entrance that you can put on the opposite side if you decide to start doing some queen rearing and raising some of your own queens. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today and helping me to build a divider board. I really hope that this information can actually help you to expand your apiary and feed your bees without having to break the bank. Guys, if you found some value in the video that I did today, please give me a thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button. I share a lot of these beekeeping tips and tricks with you guys every single week. I show you what it's like being a full-time beekeeper and making your full-time income from beekeeping. As always, guys, here at Stay and Honey Farms, have a beerific day.